see, the thing is, not everything is rosy. We are so happy that the places we have purchased and the markets have gone up and everything and all that. And I've had a failure in the sense, didn't lose that much money. Actually, I gave my acquisition fee back. My family decided for us to give $250,000 back that we got paid as acquisition fee in 2014. And we paid it back in 2022. 8 years later, we paid it back so that our investors can get their higher returns and so on. Dear friends, this is Vinney Chopra. Thank you for liking the podcast and all the shows. Vinney and Walter, we do that Abundance Mindset show, which goes live in all social channels on Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific, and also Vinney and Bo show, which goes also on Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific. And thank you for really liking the books and all the content that my team puts out for you. Please enjoy this episode. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Hi friends, this is Vinney Chopra from here in Danville, California. And you might be saying, hey Vinney, what are these over here? You know, I wrote this book a few years back. Apartment Syndication Made Easy. It became top seller. I came from India with $7 in my pocket. It says 500 million. It's going to be 1 billion very soon, very soon. I'm right at about 850, 900 million. And then I'm ready for the next billion. Actually, you will see that happening, 2 billion in this book also. The other book I wrote, which has been a very big positivity, has been my life. Always, I've been married 43 years with 2 children. And the beauty is to be positive, the mindset that can take you to all the places in the world. And that's the book that also became big seller. My 3rd book, Senior Assisted Living, is coming. So do yourself a favor. Go ahead and click the link below to get free copies, audio copies of these books, even printed copies of these books. Printed means digital if you can't afford it. But I would highly recommend for you to get these or go to Amazon.com. Just go to Amazon. I got it in soft cover, in hardcover, in Kindle, in audio, also the Spanish version of this book also. So let's crush it, guys. I know you can be successful. I know you can do the kind of things that you want to do in life and have the streams of income and know how to really, educate yourself so that you could become a strong force in this world in real estate. I know you can. So take that step. Don't just be on the sideline. Take charge of your life. Take charge of your education.
Hello, Vinney. Thank you so much for being here.
So much, Ella. I'm so glad to be here with you. It's so exciting. Yes.
Yes, thank you. So I just wanted to introduce Vinney to my friends, my investors and audience that is watching me. Vinney is a real estate investor. He's a syndicator, senior living assistant investor as well, best-selling international author, podcaster, principal, mentor, coach, motivational speaker. I really is so impressed with everything you've done within the past 30, 40 years. Because when Vinney came here 40 years ago, only with $7 in his pocket, and he has achieved a number of success in marketing and sales, motivational speaker, and your portfolio is now close to $1 billion.
Yes.
This is just amazing. And so Vinney is a really popular and sought after multifamily syndicator, and he's an expert and appeared in numerous podcasts on all social media. And he shares the experience, and he just really out there to help other people to get to where he is. And his passion is to give forward his time, his skills, strategies to millions of people. He's invited all over the US. And he believes in a strong mindset, positive attitude, lifetime learning, and daily moving in the right direction that brings joy throughout the world, that brings lots of smiles. So he authored actually 2 bestsellers, Apartment Syndication Made Easy and Positivity Brings Profitability, right? And he's a founder and CEO of many companies. One of them is Monil Investment Group, Monil Management, and Manil Senior Living Group, Hospitality, Multifamily Academy. There's so many companies, but welcome, Vinney, and it's such a privilege to have you here with me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ella. It's totally my pleasure. And I'm so glad to be speaking to your audience, your friends, your investors. And it's a privilege for me. Thank you. I'm humbled.
Yes. So, of course, everybody has so many questions, especially right now in this market, right? And so some of the questions that I want to see is, what do you see as the best investment this year?
Oh, wow. That's a very good question, Ella. I would say that the scheme of things in what has transpired with the interest rates hikes, as we all know last year, then COVID effect in the 2021, we are in 2023 now. I bought only one asset year before also, but I've been selling a lot of my assets at the peak. The key thing is that our ocean has become red in the commercial side, with the office space getting down to 40% occupancy in some metro areas, San Francisco included. I live near San Francisco in Danville, California. And then the storage space sector has gone up, industrial has gone up, of course, but multifamily, which I've been swimming in it for the last 15, 16 years, it's gotten into red color now in that ocean because of the foreclosures, and the insurance costs have gone up, the property taxes have gone up, the interest rates went up, bridge loans are asking for more mortgage, and if somebody misses 2 mortgages, it's into foreclosure. So anyway, that has been happening. So we are pivoted about 5 years back or so. I started looking into senior assisted living multifamily. I wanted to pivot myself so that with the changing of all these things happening, if I could get into not a workspace, which is straight multifamily, is a workspace value play. You have to look for buildings coming and the businesses coming and the jobs, but go to retirement communities, which is serene surroundings and golf courses and lakes. It's totally different demographics. These are seniors, 10,000 people turning 65 every night, in silver tsunamis going on. And it's going to keep on turning like this, 10,000 every night for many years to come. Almost 2031 will be the last baby boomer who will be turning into senior. So essentially, as you asked me the question, I have pivoted into the assisted living arena, multifamily, and RALs, which is residential assisted living, which is real estate and also operation. And you're big in it. I'm so glad we are discussing something that you have been in it also. And then hospitality is my other angle, because with COVID, what happened was majority of the people in USA got big fat checks. $3 trillion was printed. So a lot of people saved a lot of money, and they were crunched up in the home with the whole family. So what we have seen last year and this year, they're coming out and traveling a lot more. Cruise lines, which were empty, now they are going full. Airlines full. Hotels, the ADRs, which is average daily rates, are climbing high, bigger numbers as compared to in apartments. You can only increase the rent incrementally. I look at it 2%, 3%, and once the lease is signed, it's going to stay there for a whole year or 7 months. In hospitality, I love it. It's like hospitality is also as multifamily, I call it, because the residents, the travelers are coming into our hotels. They are paying the rent for the night or 6 nights if it's extended stay, but we can increase the rent every night. Wow. And actually there are 5 levels of rents. Every night, if the demand is more, you could increase the rents. Anyway, so I just look at, as an engineer, I look at similarities of what I've been doing. And it's a long-winded answer, but that will give you, I'm really into developing more hotels, purchasing hotels also, so that we can give unique opportunities to the travelers and my seniors.
That's amazing. Yeah. So your primary interest in this market switched from multifamily more into assisted living, more into hotels. And of course, we see a lot of Airbnbs happening because of that as well, because of the traveling. Exactly. So you answered actually a couple of questions, which is so great. But my other question, what kind of problems did you have in the past to help you shape your investment view? And because with what you have now, you must have had some kind of issues to be able to be where you are today, so successful as well.
Thank you. Always, as I started 15 years back or so with my another partner, we couldn't raise much money. So we were buying C minus class assets. That's all we could afford. And then we were renovating them and selling them for double the price or 60% more value after 4 or 5 years. Then I started getting better at raising lots of money and raising like 3 million in an hour, 6 million in an hour, 10 million in a day. Kind of that gave me wings, if I may say, to fly and buy B-class assets, because those are more expensive. And then I was able to raise so much money, and I did some 50-50 partnerships with some of my other GP partners. And that way they could raise 8 million, 10 million. I could raise 8 or 10 million. Now we could buy $70 million deals. So it's graduated. And now we are into B class and B plus classes, so as to speak. And then we'll be building them now. So my new arm of the strategic partnership is that we have alliance now with people who have been building hotels for over 30 years, and they've been building multifamily and retirement communities. Oh my gosh.
This is the best.
Like God-given heaven, the abundance, my life, more you throw it out, more comes back to your life. And I'm so pleased with our two funds, $100 million fund for hospitality, which is a 506C, which we can talk about it. It's for accredited investors only. And then Victorious Venture Fund, which is for our assisted living.
That's great. So the problem basically was being underfinanced. So once your capital went up, you could do more things. You get better class for the building. So that is the big thing, getting enough financing to have these wings and to fly like you. And so how do you view Florida as an opportunity for an investment?
I love Florida. Florida. It's a no tax state for income tax. The tenants, the government is very, and the local cities are very pro landlords, let's say, as compared to California, where I live. And so forth. Texas is again, I was there in Dallas, and it was amazing to see the kind of growth. Dallas is going to grow like crazy because there is nothing that's stopping to grow east, west, north, south, as compared to Houston, where there is the Gulf of Mexico down below. Now, San Antonio also can grow. It's growing towards San Marcos and all and above. And again, there will be a time, maybe Austin and Dallas and Fort Worth and all that might be one. And growing the north, Dallas is great opportunity. So Texas, Utah, Oregon is on my radar. Georgia, I've been there, and North Carolina, Virginia, and
amazing.
Florida.
All over.
About 7 states we are concentrating now. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. So what do you like to see as a multiplier against your earnings?
That's a very good point. I'm so glad you said multiplier, because I've been reading the book 10x is better than 2x, and also The Gap and the Gain. That's a great book. Both the books are amazing books. And what I'm learning is, which I've been talking about in myself, in my teams, my vision, that if you want to scale up, you want to make sure that you are talking to rich, let's say that, entrepreneurs who have a lot of money in the retirement funds and so on, and savings, and they would love to invest with you $250,000, $500,000, or 1 million to 5 million. So at this time, my funds, we put a structure together to give, I could talk about it, by the way, because if I was 6C, 22% IRR. Most of the families syndicators have been giving 14% IRR in multifamily. But with assisted living, the returns are much higher. Hospitality, the returns are much higher when you are able to operate right and develop right. So we are giving 22% IRR, which is almost 28% per year.
It's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
It is absolutely.
It's just amazing. And we do tier investing also, Ella.
Yes.
I designed that concept about 10 years back because a lot of my investors said, Vinney, if I can get a little bit better preferred rate, I can give you more money. I said, oh, I listened to them. I said, oh, then A1 is at 100, A2 is at 250, A3 is at 500, A4 is at 1 million, and A5 now with my new funds, which are 5 or 6C, 5 million is on the top. So a lot of people are saying, I will bring 5 million through family offices or equity partnership and all that.
Wow, thank you for that. That's such a valuable information. And a lot of people don't know that. And that's why it's so important to have coaches and mentors like you. And this is what I'm very privileged to have work and access learning from you.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You contribute so much in the master class, our inner circle Wednesdays, 4 o'clock, and love to invite your audience if they are interested to just come in there, and Ella can give you the link for a few sessions, and that will be wonderful.
Absolutely. And I love that inner circle. And every time I'm there, I learn so much. And you feel like you can just conquer the world. And that's the idea, right? So so going back to all these amazing businesses that you're doing and investments. So right now, would you rather say, would you build it from scratch or buy an ongoing business?
I love it. I love it. This is a beautiful question, actually. See, it's amazing. The art that I have learned is how to educate the investors, because there are 101 million investors in USA, and not counting the young people and children and all, and households and all. So if we can educate them how they can get passive incomes with great tax benefits. So I have always felt if one can learn the art of raising money, which is what syndication is legally, keeping everybody straight and transparent and honest, then there is no telling. So today I had a meeting with a gentleman. He might be able to bring from some very big hedge funds and everything, $1 billion.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh. I was talking to him about having another syndication fund for 100 million. He says, Vinney ji, no, not 100 million. I'm talking about $1 billion in the fund. $1 billion, 20% down, I could buy $5 billion of real estate. It's just mind-boggling.
That's amazing.
So essentially, it's the art of raising money. A lot of people think it's a big gorilla. And that's what I've been trying to communicate to everybody. It's not. You have family, friends, neighbors, everybody in your circle. Family and Friends 506B offering is very nice legal way to collect money, and then you purchase some nice opportunities. You don't have to buy real estate. That's what I was going to say. That some of my students came back and they said, Vinney, you told us buy something that's going to make you cash flow.
Yes.
Buying businesses now.
Yes. Especially now, when things are higher.
Yes, I love it. I love it. They said, we have bought some manufacturing business. We have bought car washers. We have bought these things and laundromats with the money raised. That's amazing. So it's a business component, which they are increasing the NOI of the LLC. And then they could even sell that business and make that profit and give it to investors. Many investors might like to even reinvest again.
Yes, no, thank you. That's actually, especially with seniors retiring now, and a lot of them are even able to do creative financing on their businesses. So they want to sell it. The interest rate is high, and so they're more open to have that cash on cash.
I love it. I love it what you're saying, Ella, because lots of business people, if they have had it for a few years, they have paid down the mortgages. Some of the businesses have zero loans. So by asking seller financing, it's much cleaner way It's
Yes.
not the red tape with the banks and
Exactly.
institutions and Fannie and
Absolutely.
Freddie and CMBS loans and all. But the key thing is the seller might be interested in getting a good price for their property, which is,
Yes.
and then 5% even promissory note where you could pay down the principal in the first few years. And then whatever balance is there, you refi the property, we call it, or business, and then you pay back the balloon payment.
Yes, yes.
So that's a beautiful way to creatively finance the deals. There are so many ways. And the seller will work with you if you come up with those ideas. And in Inner Circle, we discuss some of those.
And sometimes the sellers don't even have these ideas because they don't even think it's possible or they exist. And that's why to have this entrepreneur mindset that gives you to think outside of the box. Okay, I want to get that. How do I get there?
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so in the, yeah.
No, so true. Yesterday, we had a good friend of mine come into the Inner Circle, and that was Bo Eckstein, my partner. I do Vinney and Bo show every Friday. Tomorrow, I'll be doing it 9 a.m. I do Abundance Mindset show, which goes live also on Thursday mornings. We talked a lot today about abundance mindset. We do it every Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific and 9 a.m. on Friday. But the key thing, what you said is so right. If we find a good asset, a good business, then creatively we can figure out different ways. And both shared with us with SBA loan, Small Business Administration loan, you can actually get 90% financing. The one bank gives, I think, a certain amount, 40%. Another, the SBA gives 50% or vice versa, of 5 million maximum. And now you are able to get 90%. And you say the seller to carry 5%, and you ask Vinney Chopra to put 5% as an equity partner. I'm not on the loan at all. And now you bought the whole thing for 5%.
It's beautiful. We have to just buy and buy. Right now is the time. This is the time, actually.
This is the time, really. And we just bought a marina. I did a little Facebook marina, Barnum Marina, with a built restaurant, already built, and bar and everything, with a friend of ours. And we only put 50,000.
That's amazing.
19% of the stake, passive stake. We are general partners. It's not a syndication at all. But the key thing was we were able to put this deal together through SBA. I just wanted to mention that. So there are so many great ways to do it. Yeah.
Of course. You know, going back to the assisted living business, because just for informational reasons, how many assisted living facilities do you have, and have you owned? Oh, yes.
Oh, my book is coming. My printer was not working, color printer, but this book is coming, and it's going to be,
can't wait.
Some great information for my investors, for all the people connected. And you're right. I've been building, actually, with my another partner who has been building the assisted living ground up, one level only, not 2, 3, 4 levels, in 5 to 7 acres of land. And it's got 3 to 5 courtyards.
Nice.
And it's got, let's say, 60 units of 1 unit, 2 unit, and studios also of in independent assisted living, and about 20 of the memory care units in the same building. In the same building. I opened Punta Gorda just recently. We built it. Took us about 1.5 years to build it. And 70 seniors gave us $5,000 upfront to stay in our location. So the day we opened, I mean, they were waiting for us to open right away. Amazing. And of course, if anybody needs to watch some of the movies or videos, I would love to send you the link on YouTube. They could watch that there. Yeah.
So have you ever owned any facilities during the downturn of the market?
Yes, definitely. As a matter of fact, we had zero debt. I would love to say that with COVID, because we are the operators, we take action right away. As soon as CB, what was that? They came up with some special regulations. We were able to lock down. all the 9 facilities, if I recall, we were operating them. And then we didn't let anybody come in. Even we had checkups of the COVID right away, because everybody, if one person gets it inside, then it can really be traumatic. We had 0 death, and we were able to have, really, I was talking to somebody today, we did plexiglass in Florida, where in one of our suites, the families could come on the other side, just like the banks, and
great.
different air was flowing on this side, different air on this side, and the families could see their loved ones on the other side of the same unit, but we put the ceiling of the plexiglass in between. It was governor found out, and I thought there were some write-ups in Florida.
Wow, that's amazing. All the ideas, you're full of them. Yeah, so what does the ideal investor look like in your eyes if you had to pick another partner?
Oh, ideal investor, limited partners investors. We look for accredited investors now, because we are doing this 506c. We can advertise, we can talk to anybody in the world, actually. Anybody. They need not know me at all, but they just reach out to us. My team will sit down with them and explain. And we have portals now, all free. Just going to those portals, you could see everything in real time, all the decks and all the returns, everything. It's so interesting. I'll send you the portals. And the key thing is, people have to be fully accredited investors. They have to make sure they're attorneys or CPA or financial analysts, financial advisors, to write a letter that they are fully accredited. Yeah, that's the only way.
Yeah. And how many investors in your investment deal, smallest size to the largest size? And
very good point. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're asking me this. Lots of our investors, I have 570 investors now, which only my daughter knows about them, myself and my wife. We don't do mailings or don't do a lot of things. Nobody knows about them. We don't like to bother them. They are private people. They have, who started with me like 100,000, have given me as much as 5 million now, or 4 million and 3 million and 2 million. Yeah. So investors are very sacred, valued investors are very sacred. We stop everything to cater to their needs. If they want any kind of information from us or questions are answered. So when you ask me, again, to rephrase the question so that I can answer.
For instance, if there's an investment deal from smallest size to the largest size, how many investors do you prefer to have on the deal?
Oh, very good point. I would say my $52 million deal in Orlando, I think we had maybe 70 investors in it, because we had to raise $18 million. Now, for smaller things like assisted living, we have been raising 5 million only. So maybe 30 investors, maybe, or even 20 investors. Yeah, like that. Yeah, we like to keep it as small as possible. And then we do that way. We can,
And have you had a failure?
Yes.
And can you share about it?
I would love to. See, the thing is, not everything is rosy. We are so happy that the places we have purchased and the markets have gone up and everything and all that. And I've had a failure in the sense, didn't lose that much money. Actually, I gave my acquisition fee back. My family decided for us to give $250,000 back that we got paid as acquisition fee in 2014. And we paid it back in 2022. 8 years later, we paid it back so that our investors can get their higher returns and so on. But I think in the worst of the worst deal, I've lost maybe in just one deal out of my 40 deals. In just one deal, it's been like maybe 30% of their investment. They didn't lose all, thank goodness. I know there are some things happening right now where I think in one deal, somebody lost $55 million of investors' money in Houston. I heard or read, again, I just read it. But the thing is, as a syndicator, you have to be totally transparent and you have to show everything to the T and have the right results. No, accounting and track records and everything, so that you're not commingling things and making sure that you are ready to present the information if the investors ask and so on. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was your greatest ROI that you received in this market?
Oh, greatest ROI. I'm glad you said that. As a matter of fact, I've had very big runs, very big hits. And one just happened year and a half back. We bought a smaller deal. It came in our lap, 107 units in Tennessee. We bought it. Monica, our daughter, asset manager, she manages close to $775 million portfolio. And she drove the rents and demographics with our partners, RAM partners. And now we bought it for 12.5 million. We are in contract to sell for 17.4 million right now. This just happened in last year and a half after COVID. All right. Wow. I have another big one. I think maybe that might be the whale of a thing. We bought something in Houston, Austin, Texas during COVID, September, October of COVID 2020, because all the engineers were going to Austin and the broker knew me and all that, for 34,750,000. And we feel that it's appraised at about 60 million now. So that's another one. We are selling one in Melbourne. We have had some really good hits. Yeah.
And so my other question, now you mentioned you're selling in some areas. So do you have an area in Florida specifically that you focus on? And does the area make a difference in your ROI and the returns that you receive?
It does. It really does, Ella, because I've been preaching and teaching in my books and lectures, emerging market. You got to always do a lot of homework to find the right markets, do market study, rent studies, look at absorption rates, look at demographics, look at the net worth of the residents, the age groups. All those things are important for us to really build something. What's fixing to be built and what kind of permits have been gotten in that vicinity. And then you want to buy something and do very strong underwritings. I provide my underwriting tools and everything in the academy. So the key thing is we want to marry the numbers, never marry the asset. I tell everybody.
I love that. That's amazing. I love that. Marry the numbers.
Marry the numbers and marry not the cap rate, marry the cash flow.
Yes, that's another one. Yes, absolutely.
You cannot take the cap rate to the bank, but the cash flow at the end of the year, how much money is saved after paying everybody, that's the money you're going to pay your investors in the cash flow. And that extra cash, you want to increase the net operating income so that more cash comes at the bottom and then equity increases and then you can sell it and so forth.
Yeah. So one of my last questions, any advice you would give to someone who is scared to invest in this market? Or let's say if you would have, right now, of course, you have years and years of experience, huge portfolio, but if you would have started today, where would you start? What would you do? And what would you tell to this new kind of a baby investor that's out there swimming in this ocean?
I'm so thankful for that question. I would say the biggest emphasis I can ever put, our life, my family's life has changed, because of syndication. The word syndication means pooling the money together legally with your relatives, family, friends, all that. Now you can scale up. See, single family home was our business for 30 years. And I knew by flipping, or I built a custom home, also made a little bit money, but then it took me a year and a half to build that house. So the time is money, I call it right now. So you should really do the purchases, bigger purchases as much as you can, and shift into buying businesses with the money raised or buying into the portfolios of, I know a lot of people are doing like laundry mats and others. I hear storage units and multifamily, small and big, but I love the assisted living or RALs, That's residential assisted living, RAL. Mine is multifamily assisted living. So I'm saying MAL, my new term is MAL, multifamily assisted livings, and hospitalities also, and boutique hotels and all. So answer your question correctly, I would say don't sit on the sideline. Real estate should be in your portfolio, even as side hustle or as limited partner also. Get into the game. Because once you invest your retirement funds, like I cannot invest my retirement funds into my syndications. That's a no at a arm's length and other things like that. You can't do it. So it's good to put your retirement money with some solid syndicators and fund operators. But make sure you don't just give the money, you interview them, you look at all the different things. I think I've talked about it in my lectures. You can just, Vinney Chopra is my name. You just Google Vinney Chopra. And then my YouTube channel is there. You can subscribe. We are posting so much material on it.
Thank you, Vinney, so much for this precious, amazing information. I'm so grateful for your time and for sharing with my viewers. And I would love to have you come again. Definitely, there's going to be another interview with more questions coming.
I would love to, Ella. Anything I can do to bring my knowledge, my things, or whatever I know into the lives of others, that's where my passion is. I'll be 71. My wife says, you're only 70. Vinney, you're 70. I am. And August 27th, I'll be 71 next month. And God, give me strength. I want to be really like this, standing straight. That's what I feel in my office. When I'm one-on-one, I talked to somebody today. I said, my next goal is to really celebrate. Of course, every year of life is a God-given, but really enjoy the 101 year of age. I would like to do it. Let's see. We are eating, exercising, all that, and keeping my mindset positive with abundance mindset, so that it just helps to really emit that energy and the smile with it to everybody. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate that. It's been such a pleasure to know you and who you are, Ella. And God bless you. And God bless Elijah. Elijah, sorry, fan. Kudos to you, brother. He's a great friend of mine, partner. He's come in my studios and recorded me many days. And I appreciate him so much.
Oh, I will definitely let him know. And again, thank you for this amazing interview and for everything we were able to learn during this time with you.
Thank you so much. Really, I appreciate you a lot. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Be sure to listen to Mr. Smiles next week with more golden nuggets and top-notch coaching tips. You can reach him by going to VinneyChopra.com. Be sure to like, comment, and share to show everyone how Mr. Smiles has brought your apartment syndication business to the next level.